Okay, I wasn't going to do a video on this one, but I've decided what the heck. And you'll notice we've got a light gain carrier knob off at the moment. Me and a very good mate of mine, we've been having a play with this afternoon, and I have absolutely fallen in love with it. But it was a good opportunity to also show you some of the history behind these units, some of the good things, some of the bad things. You know, there's I'll show you something in a minute that is quite fixable. No issue there. Excuse me. I've got a number of Uniden 2020 units here, as a lot of you know, and I think you're either a Uniden 2020 lover or you're not. You don't necessarily have to be as ridiculous as I am and have as many as I've got. Although I think I could use a few more speakers, by the way. Anyone's got any Uniden 2020 speakers? I think we've got 3 or 4 setups, and I think most of them have got VFOs, but don't think they've all got speakers. So anyway, if you've got a Uniden 2020 speaker, sing out. We'll probably buy it off you. Anyway, so this one this afternoon came in, and we were battling to get 40-50 watts out of it, and very, very fine on its tuning, very, very much it was thought-provoking, and myself and my good mate sat there going, oh well, we got time, let's have a look for a bit of fun. It's a Sunday afternoon, and it's Tangan Balanga. We're in go slow mode, and so it was a good opportunity to at least have a look right now. So anyway, that's what we did. Anyway, one of the first things I want to point out, being a South Australian boy, is have a look at this when we took the covers off. Now, if you're from South Australia, you know what that's all about. And Graham Stallard, even though it says electromedical apparatus, he sold a lot of Yaesu, and I can tell you now, Graham, boy, there's some history there. And the moment I took the lid off, I went, you got to be kidding, look at that. Graham, and Graham's one of those people who used to teach us young fellas. It wasn't all just about selling radios. He was a sort of guy that wanted to teach you at the same time, which made it really a great experience. Okay, so what do we got here? We have a couple of valves, and I got it wrong initially. I actually told my mate who was here earlier they're originals, but I've just worked something out just then that they possibly weren't originals, and obviously the reason for that is one's an RCA, one's a GE. I didn't see that when we pulled them out. Graham, if you're watching this video, I mucked up. Well, they're still as faulty, but by the same token, they might not be the originals that I said they possibly were. Anyway, I've actually put the cover back on, and the 2 valves are in there. I replaced the driver as well, but to be very honest with you, the driver that was in there, there was nothing wrong with it. It was fine. So, money, my goodness. All right. Okay, that's a win. Anyway, so, set of valves, all neutralized, and certainly now getting some decent power out of it. Now, I am on an antenna, so let me make that known. And let's just make sure we're not going to transmit on top of anyone. I was on 7095 before. Oh, hang on, sorry, I'm on external VFO. Of course, I was playing around. Right, now we're back on the VFO. Yes, this came with the external VFO. By the way, the cases on all this is very, very cool, very, very nice. Very clean unit, this actually, and a credit to the previous owner. Really is, apart from a couple of things I'm going to show you, which is minor, please. It's not a negative in any way. And what are we in, ALC? We're on 7095. We should hear ourselves. Hang on. Hang on. I need more hands. Vox. No, manual. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, I'm just getting myself on frequency there because righto. Now let's have a look. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2. I'm just listening over here on the as VK3 Charlie Mike. I am transmitting on an antenna, and we're getting 103 watts. 1 2 3 4 5. 103 watts out of that. Now you might ask, why do you have the mic gain and carrier control knob off? And that's a good point. Let me just turn that volume down. We had this strange situation where even when we had minimal power coming out with the older valves in there, we were getting terrible power up at 10 meters. They're really, by the way, a good test of a set of valves is often when you've got an old set like this sitting in there, and you know, we got about 50 watts out on 40 meters, but we were lucky to get 20 watts out on 10 meters. You know, so that's what you'll find is you start to sort of notice that they're not enjoying life at all. But we had this thing where intermittently the power was just going missing, and we found it in the end. And the control on the carrier here, unfortunately, you can feel it. It's scratchy, it's terrible, but also it keeps on turning, meaning it's broken. And so if I just put a carrier, and actually that's quite 104 watts of carrier there, but what was happening and what will happen, 109 watts there. You probably won't do it now just to make me look stupid. Yeah, there are times when you'll find a spot where it clicks off and drops your power, and yes, it's supposed to drop your power. Not going to do it now, is it? I can feel the knurly bit there, and as you can see, like, see how it just keeps turning. Well, that should have a stop point. 1 2 3 4 5. Test 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Well, it's being a pain at the moment because it's not actually doing what it was doing before. But what happens with it now? No, I was going to make a comment there, but no, it's not relative. I'm just trying to see if I can find the really bad spot on it where it drops out. You know what? If I go to manual for a second, and I'll just VK3 Charlie Mike, just going to be dropping a carrier on 7095 for a test for a second. So we're going to go to manual, drop a carrier, as you can see. See, now it's getting really stuck now, where it's not actually taking that power down at all. See how I should be coming down dramatically in power, and I'm just trying to see. Yeah, no, see the pot's just now so stuffed that it just turn. Little bit of variation in it, but not much. Hang on, we'll take that transmit off. Yes. Now, what we had before was it was actually losing transmit altogether at times. So your power would just drop back, bang, you know, sort of down to 0.2 of a watt, etc. And just through playing around with it, now I haven't given it a spray yet. Actually, that was the other thing I was thinking about doing. See if it sometimes. Now nothing's going to stop the fact that it's turning completely, so it's lost its stop point. That stop point, you know, is important. Let me grab some deoxit. I don't know if I can get to it though. To be honest, I think I need to take the bottom cover off. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've got a little torch here, and as you can see down here, things are a bit tight. No, that's not helping, is it? Yeah, hang on. The light makes it down there, and this is just me being a little bit lazy. We've been able to spray the turn that off. We've been able to spray the pot, and actually it feels a little bit nicer actually. But of course I can't fix that that issue. Now I'll just say I'm gonna be on air again. VK3 Charlie Mike, just going to be testing on 7095 for a second on AM. VK3 Charlie Mike test. All right, let's keep it legal, guys. Right, now let's just see if that's made any difference at all by cleaning up that pot. Look at that. Look at that. Now all I've done is sprayed it. Now it's far from, now look at that. See how it's cutting out altogether there? Now that's the bad spot on that pot. But the good news is that we're finding, let's say you can't get this part, and let me show you the problem. It's the size of this shaft here. Now we were looking at this, and even if we had to use a different part, sometimes what you'll have to do is to mill out the, drill out the center here, because sometimes it'll be a larger one that's required, a larger pot shaft as such. But believe me, you don't, it's not easy to get some of these bits, and sometimes if you can get it reliably working again without having to change out and go to all that hassle, you take the win, absolutely. But and I'll be very curious. Look, cleaning it out, it is feeling a lot better, but what we will be doing is pulling that bottom panel off, pulling the pot out, and having a really good look at it. And but I'll just show you what it looks like when it's all back together, at least. Ideally, they look nicer when they've actually got their knobs on. That's a nice, yeah. So that's what it ends up looking like. And what do we got there? Well, that's 108, 110 watts, 100 watts, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, it varies a little bit there. 1 2 3. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2. But it's getting 105, 100. They're getting its 100 watts. So that's good news. Where did I go to? Upper sideband. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 1 2 1 2 on lower sideband. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 1 2. You know what? This is sounding quite nice. It's a lovely sounding mic audio on this thing. And just to, I suppose, give you a bit of an idea of what makes a Uniden 2020 a nice one versus a terrible one. And this is a very clean one. I'm going to be very honest. These often I've replaced all these board connections. There's a set of they're basically a plug-in card, and there's sockets down there, and the ones that I had to use was advised by someone a lot smarter than me, that I was able to order in, and they're not an exact fit, but they work. But I've wriggled all these boards around, I've had a good look, and no, this looks like it's in really nice condition. It's one of the few that there's not a lot to do. I do need to put that back on at some stage though. That's the 12BY7 cover. I won't do that while it's on right now, but yeah, but very clean. And someone's printed up some of the information, etc. I've got all the originals. Speaking of originals, I found something today. I was showing Graham. Have a look at this. That is an original. You don't see that every day, do you? That's the Uniden 2020 original brochure. Oh, what does it do? Does it? Hang on. Oh, okay. It's just how you hold your mouth. That's the speaker. If you've got any 8120 speakers lying around, give us a call. But as you can see, they were a lovely lineup. Sort of. They really were. They're not dead yet. Oh, hang on. How does that open? Oh, right. Okay. It's right. That's better. And there you go. That's the original brochure. And even if I sell any of my Uniden 2020s, which I'm going to, I've got a few, and I need to probably sell one or two at some stage. Yeah, I think I might keep the brochure. But that's a very nice piece of history. Lovely piece of history. And as you can see, the full Uniden 2020 lineup was a lovely piece of equipment, and very informative. Even the brochure really told you a lot about them. That was an interesting connector to get, by the way. The power connector. I think we've got a Uniden 2020 here, where we bought it off a chap up in Queensland who never got it going because he didn't have a power connector for it. So look, it may or may not work, I don't know. It just reminded me, looking at that connector then, but I actually did find a spare power cord. What was on the back of that? Oh, okay. So there was a block diagram, etc. Since back in the day when they actually gave you a lot of information, and there you go. So see, whilst that radio you were just looking at came from Graham Stallard, you can see here obviously Vicom had a lot to do with the distribution. So I'm thinking Vicom probably were the core distributor that brought them in, were they? Or yeah, I think they might have been, and maybe Graham Stallard was supplied by them. Anyway, thought you might be interested just to see a original bit of brochure information. So you don't see a lot of that. I don't think there was anything else in here that was. This is all photocopied, but that's okay. Yeah, trust me, with old stuff you'll take whatever you can get. Yeah. Anyway, don't know that we're going to hear much at the moment. Noisy band today.
Delta Kilo 7, Lima Juliet, Victor Kilo 2, Bravo Alpha India, Sydney, over.
Maddie.
Yeah, I got the over. I got the report. You are repeating my report. What is my report? My report, over. QSL, your report 3 by 9. 3 by 9. 39 in Sydney, over. I've lost you completely, meanwhile. Seems to be Tuesday. Very sorry. I've lost you completely. Try again. My report, over. QSL, you are 3 by 9. 3.
We're probably not, unfortunately, not going to be tuned up on this frequency correctly.
3 by 9. QSL.
Plus no amplifier. Terrible.
Maybe a 5 and 3. Not sure. It's 2 weeks on it.
Yeah, about 57. Let me go up the band a bit. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, we're not too far off. I don't know. I don't think they hear us though.
Thank you very much. 73, America Bravo. Delta Kilowatt 7 Lima Juliet, over. 7-3s. You are 3 by 9. 3 by 9. 7-3s.
Hey, Maddie. I'll give him a call. VK3 Charlie Mike. Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mike. Just on 100 watts. Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mike.
Kilowatt 7 Lima Juliet.
Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mike.
Lima
Oops.
Kilowatt 7 Lima Juliet. Calling DX.
Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mike. Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mike.
Yeah, what about the contact again?
Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mike. No.
Victor Kilo 6. Try again, please. Victor Kilo 6, over.
Oop. I thought I'd give it a go, but
So maybe I was wrong. Please, your call again. Victor Kilo, go ahead.
Victor Kilo 3 Canada Mexico. Victor Kilo 3 Canada Mexico. Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mike.
Canada, Mexico.
Roger. Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mike. Very good afternoon from Australia. Go ahead.
Back. Famous pair, Papa Echo Romeo. Papa Echo Romeo, 78 Kilo. Kilo India Echo Lima. Kilo India Echo Lima. That's your 4 by 3. 4 by 3. 4-3, your report. Victor Kilo 3 Charlie Mexico. Delta Kilo 7 Lima Juliet, over.
Delta Kilo 7 Lima Juliet. Delta Kilo 7 Lima Juliet. Nice to meet you. My name is Brenton. Boston Radio Echo. November Tango. Oscar November. Brenton. Just using 100 watts on an old Uniden 2020. 100 watts Uniden 2020 on a horizontal dipole. So unfortunately haven't got the amplifier running through this one. Hearing you, you're 5 by 9. 5 by 9. Beautiful 5 by 9. 5 by 9. Roger.
Unbelievable. Yeah, thank you. Very good with the dipole on your side and the 100 watts. That's
He is too.
That's quite astonishing. Okay, thank you so much, and I just can read you. So, the station before I couldn't really read, so that was not a complete QSL, but for you that's okay. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very good afternoon. Victor Kilo 3, Charlie, Mexico. This is the Delta Kilo 7, Lima, Juliet, over.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm actually just doing a video. If you look up my call sign, you'll see the video in about probably half an hour. Just doing a video on my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel here in Australia. If you look up VK3 Charlie Mike YouTube, you'll find beautiful. You'll hear yourself coming through beautifully. 73 is my friend, and next time I work here, I'll be on the 7850 with the ACOM 2000 amplifier. So, yeah, I'm just showing on the video 95 watts maximum at the moment. 95 watts. 73s, my friend. Thank you.
We got the Kilo Control, please. Thank you so much. 73.
73s. Wow. Wow. Who would have thought, eh? I didn't actually think that would happen. I got to be very honest. Because normally, yes, I'm running a few watts through our friend ACOM over here. But I'm not set up to do that right now. And anyway. Oh, well, okay. That, as you can hear my voice, quite surprised. All right. Well, I shall just show you how the VFO works, then we'll finish up this video. So we want to go receive external 100. Oh, we need to adjust that because he's on 7160. There we go. So I'm actually on the other VFO at the moment, which I've just obviously. There we go. I've got the RIT turned on as well. Hang on. That's. Oh, wrong one. What am I doing?
You'll come much stronger in the next 30 minutes.
Amazing.
So I'll just give you that 58.
Beautiful signal from Kangaroo Island too. That's really coming in well. Unreal. All right, guys. Well, look, this has been a bit of fun. I didn't expect the contact side of it. G'day, Maddie. I'll send you a link to this. And good that we both got to work Europe. And yes, I'm just on the horizontal dipole, up about 70 feet, and no great power at the moment. So these old girls, very useful, aren't they? They still work. All right, guys. Thanks for having a look at this Uniden 2020. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, because and we'll sort this out over here. This little issue, that's minor. We'll get that sorted out. Actually, I think spraying it certainly helped it, but unfortunately, I can still see the dropping out. So no, we'll replace it, I think. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed looking at the Uniden 2020. For once, it's not a for sale video. I do apologise. I know we've really hammered it with a lot of for sale videos lately. It's nice just to be able to sit back and actually just have a bit of a play, isn't it? We're back on the. Back on the.
You're sitting on 5x8 to 5x8 to 5.8. You will get stronger in the next 30 minutes.
Oh, well done. All right. No, I better. You know what? I'll have you hold on here for another 5 minutes. Otherwise, thanks, guys. Thanks for having a look. Well, I won't put the covers back on because I've got to take this off. We will put another control in there. I have a feeling I've got something that will be a nice fit. May not be quite the exact same pot, but it'll be enough to sort this out and finish this off to be a very nice, reliable radio. Remember, if you've got a 8010 speaker lying around, yes, I like all my. Even though sometimes we end up selling them, I like them being complete if I can possibly get it all together. So certainly sing out if you've got an 8010 speaker. We'll be your customer. All right, guys. 73s VK3 Charlie Mike Tangier Malenga, Northeast Victoria. Have a good one.